Hey everyone, welcome back to 2BeLikeChrist. I wanted to introduce you to a new Bible study and a new Bible study tool that we're going to be producing on this channel. If you're familiar with what we've been doing on the channel, we've been doing a lot of long form stuff. Hour-long videos going through verse by verse, every chapter of the New Testament. That's the goal. And we'll do that if the Lord wills. When I asked for feedback on those studies, though, a lot of people came back and they said, man, I just don't have an hour every day to sit down and study. Do you have anything that I could do 5-10 minutes a day, kind of get the big picture, hit the highlights? And up to this point, my answer was, I just don't really have anything right now. But I thought if I could create something like that, I could have a little bit better, well-rounded study and help out those people who have the time constraints, which I totally understand. You got 3 kids running around the house, you got working a 60-hour-a-week job. Not everybody has time to do the long stuff, and that's understandable. So what I've done is I've created, and this is going to tag right along with the chapter by chapter studies that we're doing. We're going to do chapter by chapter studies in a short form, so in a 5-minute, 10-minute form, and there's going to be video summaries for these on the YouTube channel. There's going to be the audio on the podcast channel, and there's also going to be a handout that is specific to these, and that's available on the website. So if we jump over to the website, I think you'll be able to get a better understanding of kind of what I'm after here. So let's do that. 2BeLikeChrist.com. I'm already there because I cheated a little bit. And if we select this top right in the middle resources tab, there's a drop-down menu, or you can just select from the main page. If you're not familiar with this page, the first tab there is our long-form Bible study notes that are available for download. We've got the Gospel of Matthew, Mark, and John finished, so you can check those out. Second tab is free ebook, What is the Bible? And then the third tab is the one that we're interested in today, 5-minute studies. And so if you select that, right now the Gospel of Luke is the only option that you have. And I've uploaded the first handout here, which can be downloaded to your computer, phone, or printed off, or whatever you want. So I've got this open in another application, and this is kind of what it looks like. It's 2 pages, and again, it's high-level highlights. Condense this chapter down into a compact form that can be consumed easily and taken away with good application. So this is the first chapter of the gospel, so we have an introduction section. Obviously, this isn't going to be in every chapter, but it talks about who wrote the gospel, why it was written, when it was written. And then I kind of followed the who, what, when, where investigation questions for the rest of this. So when do the events of this chapter specifically take place, and how do they fit into the Bible story? I know that chronological timeline of the Bible, people get kind of mixed up in that. So hopefully this will help with that. It will place each chapter within the biblical narrative. Then we have the who, or the characters. How are these characters integral to the story? Who are they? Maybe a sentence or two of background on them. And then the where. What culture are we in? Where geographically are we? And might include also some geographical features that play into the story if those are relevant to the chapter. And then this is kind of the meat of it, the overview. It's an outline. Again, high-level stuff. So that you can take a chapter like Luke chapter 1 that has 80 verses, and you can consume it as much as possible in 5 minutes. So you can walk away and say, oh, I know what that chapter is about, and I can even tell you a few things about it. And then we have big picture. Not only how the chapter fits into the book as a whole, but also how does the chapter and the story that's contained here and the events here play into the entire story of the Bible? And how are they important, and why does God choose to include this, and how's it play into the big picture? And then we're takeaways. So we don't just want to memorize facts about the Bible. That's not why we're here. We want those facts to get into our hearts and to change us, to make us more like Christ. And so that's going to be our application, or our takeaway section. And that's it. And hopefully this can be valuable to people who are on a time crunch, or maybe you have a reason that you want to look at the high level instead of the nitty-gritty stuff. These are going to be included in the big Luke book that we put out hopefully in January, February. And so you'll have the verse-by-verse study in there. You'll also have this high-level stuff in there. So hopefully it'll be a good reference no matter what you're looking for. If there's anything here or that you think could be added here that might make this better, another category, or swap a category out for something else, let me know. I happen to know the guy who designs these, and we have a pretty good relationship. So I'd chat him up and make some changes if we need to do that. So I hope this will be a blessing to you. Let me know, again, your feedback. Download this first worksheet online, take a look at it, and let me know what you think. And hopefully the Lord blesses this, and if you pray that He would, I'd appreciate it. I will be releasing the first study in just a couple of days on Luke chapter 1, so I'll see you then. Take care.